I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yo, look at me, idea. I don't get much love if you want in my head. Hold you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? When I'm alone? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside. Look when they peep us. Jesus.
It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll begin by running the option. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes...
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
Jackson.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Marquise Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Patrick Queen.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A run for Nick Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another Steelers first down.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Again, the ball
no gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the left.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 76 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Chubb. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And oh, he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hips seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 27, Jackson got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Give to Cook out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was brought down by Bud Dupree. 4 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
4-yard line. A gain of 13.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And a Raven first down.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards there and a first down. And Jackson throwing once more, escaping the pressure right. Caught right side at Snead. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards the pick up there. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And unable to connect, they don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And 2.
Throwing is Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
43-yard line.
Now Chubb. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Nick Chubb, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
His kick.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score. Ravens 19. Steelers 14.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
Jackson's pass.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The end result, 21 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson going to run. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Ravens 27, Steelers 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like... And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
At the 27-yard line.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have two remaining here before we get to halftime. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
At the Steelers' 12-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun. Jackson being chased out left. And that is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
It's a turnover.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
But you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once that we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They run. Chubb. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Nick Chubb, 27 yards. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down, Ravens.
From the gun, it's again to Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Alvin Cook, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
Third down and 8 yards.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's got room. There he goes right side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Nick Chubb, 48 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. How does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of a team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the gun, Jackson. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
Jackson's pass.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
A 7-yard.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
45-yard line.
Jackson will throw again, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Flush to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Another 3 and out.
So that'll back him up 5. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Ross on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Nick Chubb, 40 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Jackson operating from the gun. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On second down, Jackson steps away to his left.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off around the 41. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Steelers.
Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more.
Makes the score Steelers 56, Ravens 27.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The Ravens on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 14. Play action. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
A run there with Cook not going to be successful as he'll lose a couple of yards on 1st down.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, out of the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where am I alone? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Jesus in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising, thinking what type of knowledge don't sink in. Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Oh. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts
competition, now point them out. Making my